Number 2 of the night. We've got Northwood Blue playing against Laval. That's correct. We're already in game 1 of the series, so we're going to hop in quickly here. Sorry for the quick start yet again. People aren't very good at following directions tonight, unfortunately. Didn't quite wait for the casters to get ready and set up and ready to go. But we're into game 1, 30 seconds in so far. Nothing quite has happened, but for Northwood Blue, yet again, we got Lion, Buddy, and HockE as usual. And for Laval, we have Galzi, Broken, and Tekos. So it should be a good game. We're excited to see how it goes, and going to try and pick up another dub for Northwood Blue. Starting off, we got Tekos in the midfield. Broken pushing it to the corner. Buddy able to put some pressure on. Broken taking it down the field. Taken away by Lionblaze, who gets a nice pop on net. We got Tekos able to swipe it away to the corner. HockE's going to be there, getting a decent 50, popping out to Buddy. Buddy back past the line, who's not quite ready for it. Looks like Buddy's going to get called off. Line's going to take it across the field from the sidewall. Nice little back touch by Tekos, getting demoed by HockE because of it. Nice flick on net by Buddy. Shot into an open net. Looks like HockE was able to get another demo. 2 back-to-back, opening up the field and allowing Buddy to put one on an open net. Got a 1-0 lead for Northwood about minute 15 into the game. Should be a good pressure coming from Northwood as always. Obviously with a team like Northwood, one of those titans, you got to make sure that you're getting the first goal in here. And unfortunately, that was not able to happen for the other team here. But we got HockE creating some pressure in the midfield, getting another demo. This is his 3rd one on the game so far. Very interesting strategy coming out from Northwood. In the previous series against Penn State, we didn't see as many demos coming out, but maybe between matches they decided that they wanted to create some more pressure, apply some more dominance, and that's what they talked about.
All right, looks like we got a shot from Galzi coming in, saved by Buddy. It's off to the wall. Tekos is trying again, off the backboard. Lion's coming up for defense, waiting on the touch here. Broken's going up into the air with it, got a nice little air dribble, reset. Doesn't use it, fakes it. Buddy stalls for time. Lion comes out, takes it. Galzi sends it across. To be collected by Broken. Looks like he's going to get met out in the middle by Buddy. Bangs it up for the pass. Lion's going to try to send it back to middle. And there we go from Buddy again. What a fantastic passing play there between those two.
Yeah, gorgeous display of the chemistry between the players here. We have Lion able to use the ceiling, using that other dimension that most players just aren't quite able to capitalize on, kind of showing the edge that Northwood has on the other team here. And it's one of those things that it's going to be hard to defend against, but with a team like Northwood, now's the time to kind of learn some of the flukes and get some playing time in before some of the bigger matches come out here. Now we're in week 1 league play, so a lot of time to make adjustments, obviously in the season, but also in this game. So hopefully we're able to see some counters come out. Obviously not too much. We still want Northwood to come home with a W, but create some interesting gameplay here. But overall, so far, the pace of the game has been solid, and we've seen some decent plays come from both teams.
See HockE going to take it over to the right wall. Gets broken back by Broken. Lion's going to take it out the corner, send it up towards field. Galzi's going to be waiting for the recovery. Misses it. Lion takes it to the middle. No one there to take shot. Broken's going to take it out, take it down the wall side. HockE's going to challenge him. It's taken by Buddy, shoots it to the middle to Lion. Tekos is there to receive, bangs it off the corner. No one there. HockE takes it up. Looks like he's going to go for a nice air dribble here. Maybe a reset. Oh, but he's bumped off from the double. But Lion's still there to capitalize on their goal.
Yeah, HockE with some pretty intense pressure coming from the midfield, beating Galzi to the ceiling and then getting that reset, hoping off the ceiling that he was able to score it. Fortunately, he wasn't able to capitalize on that position, but Lion was able to recognize that and take advantage of the open field and buried on open net. We got a 3-0 lead for Northwood coming out here on the 3rd face-off of the game. I guess it'd be the 4th one if you include the first initial kickoff. But we have Lionblaze on the back wall, passing it over to Buddy, who's already there ready to receive the pass. Galzi goes up in the air for a challenge, kills into the corner. Lion's the ball there. Galzi able to pop it out. Lion goes for a back pass. Lion with a good little bump on Tekos there. Open field. Buddy creates an opportunity for Lionblaze, who goes for the nice shot off this backboard. That would have been a sharp angle if he was able to capitalize on that. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to connect with the ball there. We got a little bit of a challenge between Buddy. Lionblaze is going to be in the center, able to collect that and hit it off the corner. Tekos trying to clear, relieve some pressure. Unfortunately, Buddy's able to put it back in. Lion with the pass in the middle. Unable to connect with Buddy there in the midfield. HockE's going to be back. Demo coming out from Lionblaze mid-air onto Tekos. HockE going up in the air again. We see an adaptation already coming out where HockE previously it was able to take the ball high and clear it up the field, but already the other team is starting to adjust to it and making some of those changes that they need to create some counter pressure. But unfortunately, it seems like every time they have some pressure coming down onto the Northwood side of the field, they just aren't able to create anything. They aren't generating any scoring opportunities, unfortunately. But obviously, Northwood's able to do a really good job of shutting down any potential pressure that might be coming out. Almost a pinch across the net there, or across the field there from Northwood. That would be quite the interesting goal.
As we're down into the last 20 seconds of this game, we got Buddy taking it from the corner, but it's taken away by Galsey. HockE's just going to drop and rotate for his defense. Lion looks like he's just going to try and stall for time here. With being a 3-0, it looks like this game might already be pretty set. There's no question about it. They've got game one already locked in. Broken's still going to try and find one, but it doesn't happen. We've got HockE, again, just dunking them from the middle, and that's end of game one.
Game 1 W coming for Northwood University, one of those dominant teams like we were saying earlier. Not too surprised. That's the result of this first game. I mean, if you look at the shots alone, we see 7 shots coming out from Northwood and the 2 only coming out from the other team here. Unfortunately, neither of those shots were able to connect. I mean, we see both saves coming from Lion and Buddy here. On the contrary, though, we do see 4 saves coming from the other team between Broken and Techo is able to get those 4. They all have their CRL fall contender, so, you know, these are all players that have been qualifying consistently, and there's some of these players that you definitely can't shrug off entirely, but with a team like this, obviously their defense is playing solid. They're not giving up too many opportunities, but when they do, Northwood's able to strike and get those goals. So what do you think is going to happen going into game 2 of the series?
I'm excited to see where this is going to go. Laval definitely looks like they've got their defense figured out. Northwood's definitely got the offense figured out, so let's see if they can kind of switch around and see what can happen.
Sounds good. Hopping into game number 2 of the series. It's a best of 5 here. Lionblaze able to swat it away right off the start, almost a kickoff goal, which is always hard to to predict, obviously. It's one of those things that could sway a game one way or another. Quick shot coming out from Lionblaze here, able to slide in the upper left-hand corner. Beautiful play. Techo's trying to get the clear. You see him kind of fumble with it in the corner. HockE's able to create just enough disruption where it pops out to the middle, and Lion's able to take advantage of it.
All right, quick kickoff. Let's see if it happens again or if we get a little bit more gameplay in this time. 50 goes the way of Northwood. It's taken from Broken. Going to go to the corner. Looks for a pass in the middle, but HockE's still there. Pinch with Buddy. Clears down to their side. But Techo's is once again going to get a bang of a clear and send it all the way back down. A nice save from Lion coming out. He's going to maintain possession. He's pinched up. Buddy takes again. HockE's kind of awkward on the ball. Doesn't get a chance to come out for it. Nice demo from Techo's. That's definitely going to help relieve some of that defensive pressure.
We do see Broken creating an opportunity here. Unfortunately, Techo's unable to commit and kind of make contact with the ball in the way that it puts it on net, and it gets swatted away and cleared down to the other side. But we do see Northwood kind of struggling to get their cycle going, and that one demo, I think you're entirely right, created that little bit of break in the rotation, and we see an opportunity here. Buddy getting a counter demo, but it's kind of in their end. We see an opportunity here. Galsey unfortunately unable to make contact with the ball there and put a shot on net, but that little bit of a disruption could have been the difference between a Northwood goal here that we just saw coming out from Lionblaze and one for themselves. But obviously with a team like Northwood, you got to do a little bit more than just a demo 30 seconds prior to get a goal. And
it was a great pass from HockE, great flick, and you saw him even going down and chasing for that demo if somebody was sitting in the goal.
Yeah, again, that's that chemistry between the players we kind of saw demonstrated last series between Northwood and Penn State. And you just know that they understand where each other's going to be. Ooh, really quick shot coming out of HockE right there, almost on net. But it's one of those things with that chemistry, the amount of time they've been playing together, the amount of seasons they've been playing together, they're going to be able to capitalize on some of those plays that most other teams that don't have quite as much experience playing together won't be able to do. And it's something that they're going to have to try and create. Oh, a little bit of counter pressure for Techo's. Amazing save on the goal line there. I was just about to say that was another, HockE on the ceiling, drop down. Unfortunately swatted away. Lions got an opportunity here, but we almost saw another one of those passing plays come out from Northwood here, and they definitely have that dominant pressure here on the Laval side.
A good demo coming out from Broken. That made it really clear for them to hit that goal, and there was just no one there to capitalize on it. Just getting shot back up. HockE's going to clear it downfield, but he's going to be met by Broken. Looks like Tekos is going to take it. He's got a nice little air dribble. Goes for the reset. Gets the reset. Doesn't make contact. Buddy takes it. HockE takes from the mid. Sends it down to the corner. Demo coming out from Galsey. Takes out HockE. That's really good for them. Makes it harder for them to get those passes in to be able to get those shots that they need. Techo is going to be taking it back through the middle. A second touch off the wall. HockE sends it back out. Lion clears across to the wall. Ooh, and Broken beats HockE to it. Saved by Lion, though. Lion goes for the pinch, sends it downfield, but it's a roller, so it's kind of harder to deal with. HockE's going to be there. Good catch from HockE. Out to Buddy. Flicks it mid. Gets shot off. They don't get the shot. Lionblaze back in the middle. Buddy's already up. Techo's clear off the backboard. Lion, nice challenge. HockE's already dropping for defense. A good shot from Broken, but HockE's just barely able to catch it. Sends it back down to their side again. Kind of looks like we're playing boomer ball out here.
It does look a bit like boomer ball, but that's kind of the speed you got to keep in mind coming out from these players. And Laval, unfortunately, missing an open net opportunity here, but just look at the demos coming out between both teams here. I mean, this has got to be, there's got to be more demos in this singular game in this one series than we saw in the entirety of the series against Penn State earlier tonight. It's just incredible the amount of the speed that they're playing. I mean, you just see if one player touches another, they're getting killed immediately, and that disruption is going to be really difficult for both teams to kind of manage because you never know when they're coming, and you always have to be watching your back and making sure that you don't have a player that's about to ram into you, and it's something that they're going to have to deal with, and might be able to allow Laval to come out and create a couple of scoring opportunities that we didn't see Penn State have. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to see coming out by Techos here. Flaying around a little bit in the midfield, and if they're able to just calm down and collect themselves and go as a unit and not do these single plays, we kind of see each one of their opportunities as a single player play. We had once or twice where we saw, for example, Broken Stem on the goal line where he could have created an opportunity for his team, but unfortunately because they weren't united, there was no one there in the midfield able to score the open net. So it's something that Laval is definitely going to have to work on coming here into the next couple games in the series, and we'll see if they're able to do so.
Nice save by Techo's, able to get the clear, but HockE's just going to force it right back in.
Lionblaze getting a nice demo on Galsey, cleared out by Techo's. Buddy's able to collect it and bang it up to HockE.
HockE tried for the ceiling raid, but wasn't able to connect it, but Buddy can. Sends it off to the corner. Broken catches and receives. He's going to try and 50. Oh, he goes for the air dribble. HockE sends it back to Lion, who's able to pop it up, switches into his own reset. Maintains control. Nice flick up for HockE. Wasn't able quite to get over Techo's. Broken's going to take it down. Buddy, nice touch into the middle. Techo's still trying to keep it alive, just looking for that one goal, but they aren't able to find it still.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those games where we're seeing a bit more speed coming out from Laval here. We see a bit more unity and we see a bit more opportunities coming out, but still falling short. I mean, looking at their shots, we have 7 shots as opposed to the 2 that they had last time, keeping Northwood at 7, and I believe they were at 4 in the previous game. So definitely a much faster paced game. It's something that we obviously observed and we're talking about happening. What do you think was the difference between this game and last game that allowed Laval to have a couple more opportunities?
I definitely think that the demos were helping him out a lot. Being able to create that space and just work the ball around the field more together as a whole instead of trying to just push it through everybody when they're there. It's a lot easier to get past them when they aren't on the field.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, that's one of those things where it's simple math. If it's a 3v2, chances are you're going to have more opportunities, and we definitely saw that coming out, and I think we counted on it a couple of times. Another thing that I want to point out is just the speed of the game. I think the pace was a lot faster. We mentioned it was looking a lot like boomer ball, where constantly going back and forth, banging across the field, and when it comes to a game like that, it's really exposing each team's cycles and their ability to make sure that they're collecting boost pads and they're continuing to go through each one of the players having their opportunities to take their hit on the ball. And if they miss it, or if they create any sort of break in that rotation, a goal is going to come out, and we saw that happen once or twice, especially with Northwood's counterattack on an opportunity that it looked like Laval was going to be able to score, and Northwood comes down. I mean, we saw Lionblaze ready to make a demo on a goalie that wasn't even there, but it's something they're going to have to deal with.
I think if they can just get those team plays together, Laval might be able to pull some goals and just might pull this game to push us into Game 4.
It's very possible, but this is another best of 5 here in the CRL Week 1 league play, and this is Game 3, so if Northwood's able to take this, it'll be another clean sweep for Northwood Blue tonight. Looks like we're waiting on some players to hop in to the field. Potentially going to be doing a lobby reset, not entirely sure what's going on here. Give us 1 second as we figure this all out. But as we mentioned, very important for Laval to continue with their working on their team unity. I mean, we see Northwood, a couple amazing passing plays coming out from them. And it's that chemistry that you have to develop over time, but it's also something that you're kind of just born with, and it's something that the team is born with. If you have bad chemistry and you don't have the ability to communicate well, you're not going to be able to have those plays no matter who you are. You could throw 3 of the best players on the same team, and if they don't have that natural chemistry together, they're not going to perform well. So hopefully we see Laval able to work on that throughout the season and create some good passing plays, and Northwood obviously going to have to counter that as the weeks go on.
I mean, you can absolutely see that natural chemistry together between some of the different players. With the Northwood players, it's almost apparent that it looks like they've been playing together since they were kids. It's just like you have 2 kids who are playing in the sandbox and then they stay friends for life.
Yep.
Like, it just looks like these guys have known each other forever and are inside of each other's heads.
Absolutely, yeah, I couldn't agree more, especially with teams like Moist, who we see in the pro scene. I mean, these were 3 really good friends coming out of nowhere, creating an absolutely insane run, and even though they weren't able to finish in first place, I mean, to go from absolutely people that we don't even know who they are, we don't know their names, to I think they ended up finishing 4th or 3rd in their regional over in the EU. I mean, that's the type of chemistry that we're seeing at the CRL level here. It's very interesting to see, like you mentioned, just the ability that their chemistry looks like they've been playing together for a very long time, and I don't think that's something that's going to be faltering over time. I think it's going to build even stronger and make it so that they have to try even less to communicate, and they don't have to play as much together, and they're still able to maintain their ability to read each other's minds almost. It's amazing how you see Lionblaze go up in the air and off the ceiling and just swing it over the left wall, and HockE's already there wave dashing on the wall, getting it's just gorgeous Rocket League, and something that you can just appreciate. Looks like we're getting ready to hop back in. I think we had a bit of a lobby reset, making sure ping and everything is getting good for each player. I mean, obviously when you're playing online games like this, there's going to be technical difficulties that happen, and we just kind of have to work around that. But looks like players are starting to hop in, and we'll get ready to go for the third game of the series. Laval, I think it's going to be important for them to come out with the first goal, and we'll see what happens. 5 minutes on the clock, and kickoff win for Laval. Got HockE taking it with low boost into the corner, playing a bit of mind games with Tecos here. Nice little thread the needle between HockE and Buddy there. Tecos was able to thwart the Northwood attack right off the start. Lions got plenty of boost in the corner. Tecos going for a bit of a challenge in the midfield. Buddy's there to collect it. Tecos in the air again, kind of monkeying around a bit more this game. I mean, already we see him on the ball 3 times in the first 30 seconds, and I don't even think I've said any of the other Laval players' names yet, but HockE's in the middle, passing it down to Buddy, who pops it back up. Tecos again on the ball. Wow. He's all over the place today. I don't know. Someone drank a Red Bull in the intermission.
You know what, though? But sometimes that's what you need, because if you just have that player who's always on the ball, constantly going for it, keeping their speed up, the other team's not going to know how to handle it, because they're going to look for that rotation. It's just not going to be there.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, it's that chaos factor, but when you play with chaos, it's going to affect your team as well. And with a team like Northwood that's experienced so much chaos in their different series, you just see players like Lionblaze come out, take advantage of that chaos, and snipe that crazy angle basically from the sidewall. We got a 1-0 lead for Northwood going after the first minute of gameplay into the next 4.
We got Buddy going high with it off ceiling down to Lion, who takes a shot, but it's pretty wide. Got Galsey sending it to middle. Broken's going to take control. Just absolutely harassing Buddy. It's like he's not even there. Buddy takes possession, sends it back to the corner. Bounces off Tecos, which is kind of going to mess with it. We've got a nice 50 out in the middle from Galsey and Lion. HockE's going to get there. Nice catch from Tecos. HockE gets the boost, but Tecos got the beat.
Heading down the opposite way, HockE doing his famous wave dash on the sidewall. Popping it to the middle for Lion, who does go for the shot, but Tecos able to shoot it away. Popping it to the middle for Broken. Broken in the air, gets the reset, pops to the corner, over to Tecos. Tecos popping it off the ceiling. Unfortunately, a missed opportunity there from Laval off the start. Lion unable to connect with the shot he usually makes, but you know, with the 1-0 lead, you can afford to make a couple of errors. Laval, unfortunately, unable to defend this. Buddy able to basically shoot it on an open net. And, you know, it's one of those things, like I was just saying, we saw Lion miss one of those shots there, but with his teammates able to kind of sweep up some of the mistakes that are coming through, it's really important for Laval to capitalize on every opportunity that they had. And with that missed shot from the middle after a beautiful play from Tekos, and I believe it was broken, Galsey unable to make the shot in the middle, it's something that they can't quite afford to miss out on those opportunities, especially with a team like Northwood on the opposing end of the field.
Broken just going to shut down Northwood's attack. He's going to send it back, and Lion's just going to bang it down. Tekos wants to take it to the air, but Lion beats him to it for a pass to Buddy, straight into the top corner. These passing plays, they're just immaculate. Their passes connect, the shots connect, everything about them.
Gorgeous. It looks like Northwood is ready to pack up and go home already. They're just going to keep hammering at home and secure this win. They really want to get this 3-0 sweep, especially in week 1 of CRL. I mean, to come out so hot and make sure that you're firing on all cylinders, it's just so important for a team, that mental going into the season, just to continue with that. It's like I said, that momentum is just so important for a team. So hopefully they're able to capitalize on it. Lion making it look easy with a little doomsy from the corner. I mean, he was low boost. He doesn't even need it. Watch him just masterfully take away the ball, follow it around the corner, get that slight little touch with the tip of his car to get it popped out in the middle, and then bearing it with a little to no boost using that side flip. I mean, the amount of car control and ball control that he has is just immaculate.
All right, from kickoff, looks like Buddy's going to bang it down. Broken's going to meet it high, tries to pass mid. Buddy to Lion. Nice save by Broken. Galsey takes it up. Tekos going to bang it back down. HockE's still just going to sit in 50. Tekos trying to show off some mechanical stuff. Looks like he wanted to get the clear. Good save there from Tekos. They needed that one. Nice demo coming out from HockE. Clear up some of that defense. Make it a little easier.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that's the first demo we've seen this game, as contrary to the previous game where we saw about 9 at this point. It's very interesting. Definitely a different style of game that we're seeing. I mean, when you have a player like Tekos trying to monkey a little bit more and be on the ball all the time, you can't dedicate your resources to hunting down players and targeting it. He's playing a bit more of a solo game, and that's why their team game with all these demos coming out isn't really as prominent. But you see Northwood with the ability to continue with their counter demo strategy, and obviously we see a 4-0 lead with a minute and a half left. I mean, it's clearly working for him. There's no reason to change it.
Absolutely. HockE going to send it back in, but Tekos gets a demo off Buddy. HockE takes it across, and Tekos takes out Lion too. Broken off the corner. But he goes, passes the middle to Lion. Lion takes a shot, and it's just in. It's too easy. They bait out those defenders. They make those passes. They just bang it on target. It's easy as 1, 2, 3.
Yup, and that's what we mentioned last game, and we saw a very similar goal coming out from Northwood in the previous game. When you go for so many demos, I mean, Tekos finally coming out with these demos. It's like they had the stream open and heard, oh yeah, we forgot we weren't demoing this game, and decided to try and pull it off. When you're going and putting yourself out there and overextending for those demos, you have to capitalize on the open field. If you don't have the ball control, you're not going to be able to capitalize on it. So they went for the demos. They didn't control the ball. They didn't have the team play, and it was an easy open net for Lion. I mean, that's just a textbook play on the Northwood's end.
Lion once again was up for that air dribble, but wasn't able to connect this time. HockE there just cutting off everything that they try and do. Laval wants to slow it down. They want to take it a little more, gain better control, and HockE just says, no, I don't think you're going to. Get a nice save there from Broken, but HockE once again just shoving it back down their throat. Nice pass from Lion, but no one there to receive it. Tekos sending it up, gets cut off again. Says, all right, let's try the other wall, but HockE's there waiting for him too. And nice shot from Buddy. Passes, they're just there.
A little bit of frustration coming out here from Tekos. I mean, one of the players that we've seen pretty prominent on Laval's team here tonight. Unfortunately, his teammates just aren't quite showing up for him. I mean, you know, when you're playing that all-out role, obviously your name's going to be said a lot, but it's less the fact that he was the one on the ball all the time and more the one that he was the one controlling the pace of the game. I mean, he really did take control of this game. Unfortunately, his team wasn't able to support it, and a bit of frustration is definitely warranted from his side, but there's definitely still game left. I would argue that it's probably over at this point. Northwood able to wrap it up. I mean, with a 6-goal lead, you know, okay, well, I just jinxed it. 7-goal lead. Lionblaze again. Oh, we got a bit of a rage quit coming out from Tekos again. That's totally understandable with a team like Northwood, an absolute behemoth, a titan. David unable to take him down. That Goliath is going to stomp and crush him, but a 7-0 lead with 8 seconds left. It looks like they're going to finish this one out and just let the time run as per CRL rules. So we got a 7-0 lead. I think that we can call this one good, even though the ball is still in the air. Lionblaze unable to make the save against HockE, making it an 8-0 Game 3, 3-0 sweep in the series against Laval. Northwood Blue, making it 2-0 on the day. Amazing Week 1 performance. We're extremely happy with that. How did you feel that Laval played over the last 3 games? How Northwood played? What are your thoughts?
I feel like Laval played a very good game from what I could see that they were able to do. Northwood is a very hard team to beat. They're just very solid on all fronts. If you can get past them, all the power to you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like we're saying, Northwood's just almost unbeatable. We've seen it happen in rare occasions, but especially with a team like Avail, if you're not going to come in and show 100% the entire time, you got to be pedal to the metal. You got to be like what Tecos was doing. All 3 players have to do it for all 3 games to make sure that they're capitalizing on every opportunity. We saw that falter every now and then. Those were the differences between the games, and a clear Northwood victory is to be expected when you're not showing up, especially against an absolute titan like Northwood.
And I mean, if you just look at the 2 different play styles, you had Laval, who was just trying those solo plays over and over again and just kept getting shut down. And you had Northwood, who was out here pulling the team plays, throwing out the passes, trying crazy different things to get it to their other teammates. And it was working for them. The more that you work as a team, the more that you're going to be able to work that ball through the field, get past their defenders, and into the back of the net. And Northwood just does a phenomenal job of that.
And it's not just a phenomenal job against Laval. It's against every team that they play. I mean, it's something that it's a staple of their team play. It's a staple of their play style. And when it's not quite working, you also have players like HockE, like Lion, with extreme mechanics, and smart and talented players with great positioning like Buddy, who's able to take advantage of some of those like janitorial goals, I like to call them, where we saw Lion miss that shot from the ceiling off the crossbar it hit, and Buddy was there to bury it. And we saw a couple plays where Lion and HockE were able to take advantage and take control, like the playmakers that they are with the mechanics that they have. And if the team play isn't working against a team, they have the opportunity to take those solo plays and see if that's something that they are able to convert their play style and see some a little bit of generation of momentum and stuff like that before they can fall back on it. But I mean, game 2, we saw a much closer game with Laval's strategy, going for those demos. And when we didn't see it happen in game 3, I mean, we saw the score kind of reflect what happens when you change your play style, especially something that was working. Why they didn't come out and do something similar, I'm not entirely sure. But it's something that they can think about and they can work on in the future. And hopefully in future games, they're able to make some adjustments and put up another good performance. But overall, I'm really happy with how Northwood played tonight. Northwood Blue, we have Northwood White coming up here soon. And any closing remarks?
I just hope that Laval can take and learn from tonight's games what they need to do. Keep in mind, it is just week 1, so there's plenty of time still left in the season, plenty of time to get back into the normal swing of things, start working together, get it all figured out, and hopefully, as season goes on, we can see maybe a Game 4 or even a Game 5 coming out against some of these bigger teams.
Absolutely. Hopefully not too often, though. I mean, we still got to root for Northwood on this side. So we're going to be wrapping up here shortly for Northwood Blues performances, getting Northwood White out here, and that's going to be very good gameplay as well. I mean, obviously 2 very dominant teams all around, and we've seen some great performances come from both teams, and we've seen Northwood Blue lose to Northwood White, and we've seen it the other way around. So, I mean, both very talented teams, and it should be more good Rocket League coming up here shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with game 1 of the 3rd series of the night. We have a doubleheader against Laval yet again, but we have Northwood White this time taking on Laval. So hopefully we see some of those implementations of the various different strategies we were talking about against Northwood Blue. But this is a different team. Northwood White plays a very different style, as we will see coming out here in the next 15 or so minutes in the different series. But obviously, Laval has a bit of an advantage coming out of playing against the Northwood team, obviously playing against a lot of talent. And we see a quick shot from Broken, it goes a little wide, so the pressure's already coming out. They have a lot of motivation to want to get some revenge. We see a demo already. That's one of the things that they were doing solid in game 2 against Northwood Blue early on. So hopefully we're seeing some a bit more pressure come out, but we do see a counterattack. Nitrous getting off the corner of Pirates. Pirates just trying to get that in on APP. So Techo's coming out with a bit of speed still, and we have Galzi able to bang it down in the corner. Techo's is going to cycle out entirely. Broken pops it up, but Pirates is able to bang it down the field. Broken's going to collect the boost. Pirates passing it over to Nitrous. Nitrous a shot on net. Swiped away by Broken. Broken getting stuffed by Noxes. Popped up mid by Techo's. Techo's getting a pass by Broken. Getting stuffed by Pirates. It's a shot on net. Passing it mid on. Able to hit it off the ceiling, so it's going to go pretty far back. Noxes with a shot on net. And we see Broken hit it off to the side with a little bit of a 50. But Techo's is stuffed by Pirates, who then gets stuffed by Broken. It's a bit of a battle right now. You can definitely see it's relatively even match in the first minute. Both teams are kind of feeling each other out, but the pace of the game is very solid, and there's a lot of demos coming out already, so should be a very interesting game.
Had a nice save there from Broken. Had the passing coming out. Nice save again. That one is going to be on target. Pirates taking it low. Going to try and take it back to the wall. Beats 150's Galzi. Techos gets beat there by Nitrous. You have 2 people up. That double commit could really hurt them if they keep going with them. You've got Nitrous going up. He's going to try and maintain possession higher up. Pirates coming in to take it. No one's still challenging yet. Pirates maintains possession. Good beat through the middle. Double commit once again back out to the wall. Beats Nitrous. They've got 2 beat. Ooh. Just like that, Pirates still gets the save. That was a really close attempt from them. That might have been the closest that we've seen so far from either of these 2 teams. They've both gotten close, but that one has definitely been the closest. Yeah, Techo's bang up to the wall for Galzi.
An absolutely gorgeous scoring opportunity coming out here from Laval. Another one, Techo's putting it high, but I mean, we can definitely tell that there's been some adjustments being made here by Laval against the Northwood teams, and they're playing well. They're playing solid. The rotation's coming out, and they're playing a bit more as a team, as we were kind of hoping that they would do last series when they were unable to steal a game away from Northwood.
Nitrous going for the nice pinch, sends it out to the mid. Galzi takes it. Nox is going to catch and take up. Goes to the middle. Broken's up to 50 him. Takes it down, 50'd by Techos. Techos going to take one out to the mid. He's going to miss his touch. Collected by Pirates, sent over to Nitrous. He's going to take it up, goes for his own air dribble play. Right over the top of Galzi, right into the top corner.
Yeah, gorgeous play coming out here from Nitrous. Good ball control, great pass coming over. I believe that was from Pirates there. And he gets a little bit of a pinch on the ball there. Galzi just a little bit short, a little bit too far behind to make that save as the ball is able to sneak in above him and go to the back of the net.
Got Pirates going to take the first challenge here. Nitrous is going to follow it up. Nice bang from Broken. Redirect from Techo. Sends it over to the corner. Galzi's there to receive. Sends it back into the mid. Pirates is going to take a little bit of time here. It's going to get 50'd again. Nitrous taking it back to the corner. Techo sends it in. That was a good redirect, but no one there to take the shot. Good save from Noxes with the flick out. Techo passes to the mid. Nice shot. Double commit all the way down. Team pinch from the backboard. That is the Rocket League you want to see.
Go Northwood with a 2-0 lead. Pirates and Noxes, one of the OG double 2 players from one of the original Northwood teams. Absolutely gorgeous pinch across the field, able to make it a 2-0 lead against Laval here. Minute 22 left. There's still a lot of game. You'll never know exactly what's going to happen in a game like this, especially with the speed that's coming out of Laval here. I mean, there's lots of potential. Northwood's not entirely dominating on the field. I mean, it's one of those things where they definitely have pressure corner. There we go. Nice little passing play. The chemistry's coming out. They're definitely warmed up. I mean, I could be entirely wrong, and they could have just been feeling out the other team this whole time, getting in their groove and making sure that they're not doing anything crazy before they understand their opponents, and they might have just been able to get that to click in their minds, and now they're going to roll with it over the next 2 games. We'll see what happens. Broken has an opportunity here, stopped away by Noxes, but definitely an interesting goal for Northwood here, coming out in the the backboard pinch. We love to see it. Oh, almost the same thing.
Good save there by Noxes. Pirates are going to take it up the wall. You see a demo on the other side of the field come out. Nice flick up to maintain possession, but Tekos is there to shut it down. Going to pass back to Nitrous. Nitrous is going to pop it mid. 50 from Tekos. Noxes, nice beat down to the corner. Might try to center this to Pirates. Pirates gets a good 50 high. Noxes back for one more. Gets stuffed by Broken.
It looks like Tekos is going to put some pressure on. Broken fakes the redirect, forcing, I believe that was Pirates in that, to try and predict where the ball was going to go, and that little bit of a whiff, you know, sometimes it's a whiff, sometimes it's a fake, you never know. I mean, we're going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say that was a tactical fake.
It's always a tactical fake.
Yeah, you know, I heard it in comms, honestly, you know, fair enough. Laval getting a nice goal there, a really solid play. But there's that team play that we were talking about earlier tonight that we're finally seeing coming out. I mean, a shot like that never would have happened in the previous series against Northwood Blue because they simply weren't playing together. We finally have an opportunity where 2 players are coming together, they're being coherent with their plays, their positioning, and creating opportunities here. Nice little reset from Broken. Gets a little bit of a stuff. An opportunity here on the backboard. Galsey hits it over the corner. It looks like Northwood's going to let it drop, and that's a Game 1 win for Northwood.
And the thing that you got to think about, that one goal, sure it was only one goal, and they might have gone 1-3, but you got to think, with this being a doubleheader tonight, this is the second Northwood team they have played. This was Game 4, and they finally found their first goal. That is huge for them. That's going to be their momentum into this next game.
Especially because that was the last goal to go in. You know, there was the last couple seconds left. I think there was like 20 seconds or so when they finally buried that. I mean, they're coming out hot knowing that they just scored. They haven't been scored on yet since that goal has gone in. I mean, obviously there's still a lot of game left, but they can continue this momentum going forward and hopefully take a game off of Northwood from their perspective, obviously. But like I said, I think the biggest things that we're seeing, the speed of the game is still solid. I mean, that hasn't really changed. They're definitely keeping up. They're definitely making some controlling plays here and there. They're finally starting to play a bit more as a team. It looks like they've kind of taken their foot off the pedal a little bit when it comes to the demos, which we saw at the beginning, a couple of demos, but nothing crazy. I think that if they're able to continue with their team plays, keep their cycles solid, make sure they're not overcommitting when they're going for these demos, but still making sure they're going out of their way a little bit more than they already are, getting a couple of demos, freeing up the field, and allowing them to take advantage of some of these opportunities that they have seen but aren't quite taking advantage of just yet, or creating new opportunities that they haven't gotten so far. I think that's going to be the difference between a 1-3 game and a 3-3 game, or potentially a win for Laval.
Absolutely. And if they get a win, that's going to be the biggest momentum for them going into this next game of the series.
The confidence is going to be huge, especially against a team like Northwood. It's something that you have to do, but we're going to hop here into game number 2 of the series. Looks like we got a demo from Nitrous already coming out. Those counter demos are extremely important, obviously. As we're talking about Laval, it's being important that they are getting their demos. A little bit of flail on the goal line, and Nitrous is able to stuff this one. I'm not quite exactly sure what happened. Looks like a 50 from Noxes and another touch and then a pinch against the backboard. I mean, it's really hard to read something like that. And then we had a little bit of a backflip coming from Galsey, unfortunately unable to make that touch. But 1-0 for Northwood. Already we're seeing that that pressure, that momentum that Laval had coming into game number 2 of the series kind of start to dissipate. Unfortunately, that team play aspect was fumbling here, and we see another goal coming out from Pirates so early on. I mean, it's one of those things where Northwood, they're not a one-bullet shooter. If they're going to score, they're going to score twice, 3 times, 4 times. They're putting that dagger in your side early on, and they're going to twist it all night. And that's kind of the play style that they've been going with all year.
And you can just see how much control Pirates had there. Galsey had no idea where that ball was going. He started turning up the backboard. He was ready for it to take it up, and then by the time he realized that Pirates was going to stay low with it, it was already too late, and it was already in. Once again, we've got Pirates down here in the corner, past the Nitrous, but it doesn't connect. We've got Broken taking it up. Starts air dribble. A little bit of a scuff touch gives possession to Noxes. Nice flick over the one. Takes it to the corner. Might look for a pass to Pirates mid. Shut down by Broken. That's good. They needed that save. That save is going to be the one thing keeping them in it right now. Nice hit by Galzi. Nox is already up to challenge him. Sends it off to the wall. Sends it high again by Galzi. Taken by Unbroken. Can he make it? Nice down to Tekos, and there they go. 1-2 game right now. That was a good hit by Broken. Nice center for them. Nitrous just unable to connect with it, and Tekos just has a nice, easy goal to aim at.
There you go. Open net. Quick opportunity, and we're glad that they were able to take advantage of that. Obviously, it's relatively embarrassing when you miss a shot like that. It's something that you got to be bearing over and over and over again. And with a team like Laval, we're happy to see that they were able to connect with there. Obviously, rooting for Northwood here. We don't want that to happen too often, but it's good to see a bit of a game come out and, create some entertainment for us here tonight. Obviously, we had that 8-0 game, relatively dominant win for Northwood. Oh,
the fake from Pirates coming out, just the easy up and over.
Yeah, that one definitely twisted the dagger. You see Broken trying his absolute best to make a play there and just making him look absolutely – he looks like a bronze out there. I'm sorry. Pirates just absolutely killed him. I think it's probably the Coach Cody little avatar that he's got on. It's giving him the extra bit of power that he needs to make those fakes come out here. But we see Northwood 3-1 so far. This was the score at the end of Game 1, and we're seeing it a minute and a half in the game. So a lot more pressure coming out from both teams. We may see an opportunity here. Pirates able to put it away, but a shot opportunity from Galzi puts it wide. Broken has an opportunity. Pops it mid. Tekos unfortunately back in their zone, unable to keep the pressure up. So definitely lots of pressure from both teams. Speed solid. Demos are coming out. As I said that, Tekos getting a goal. Open net opportunity here for Broken. He does bury it. 3 minutes, 2-3 game. I mean, if this isn't a close game, then I don't know what is.
Yeah, this game is definitely a lot closer than anything we've seen so far tonight. Even from Game 1 of this series. Like, in the first one, they didn't necessarily blow them out of the water, but it was pretty convincing that Northwood White had this one. We got Noxes taking the kickoff against Galzi. It goes the way of Laval, but Nitrous gets one of the demos. Up to the backboard, shut down by Broken. Broken's going to stay on it. Nice clear all the way down to the far side of the field. Tekos is there. Nitrous just comes flying out of nowhere, saved by Noxes. Broken wants to send it back into the corner. Tekos is there to receive it, drops mid, shut down by Pirates.
Looks like it's going to waterfall straight down, gets swiped away by a Broken, who picks up the boost, is up in the air trying to control this. A lot of lateral movement here. We're not quite seeing anything north and south, unfortunately, for Laval and all of their fans here, but they're going to collect it back in their half and try and set something up. I mean, they have a little bit of time. They can work with what their space is given and kind of see where they can go from here. We got a bit of pressure. Deflected away by Noxes. Shot on net. Not quite the power they were looking for by Broken. Pirates able to take it away. Get a nice little power shot. Tekos with a good save on the back wall. Nitrous is in the air, killing it down. Shot straight up by Tekos. Galzi's already in the air. Booms it down. Swiped away by Noxes here to the sidewall. He's going up for another touch. Gets a good 50. He's going to continue to chase it down the field. Tekos, uncomfortable touch from him off the corner. Really good save on the goal line there. That needed to happen. If you're unable to read those bounces, you have to be able to get those saves on the goal line, and we did see that come out here from Tekos. Shot by Pirates here. I mean, just absolutely dominating in the air. You can just tell that the speed in the air is the difference right now between the game. I mean, he was up so much earlier, making that read so much earlier, and I think it's just the chemistry that we were talking about last game. I mean, Northwood White, Northwood Blue, very, very solid teams mechanically. But on top of that, it's the chemistry. I mean, we've seen struggling team plays coming out here from Laval all night. That's what we talked about over and over and over again. They need to get their team plays together. And when they're playing well together, they're doing fine. It's 2-4. There's great opportunities going both ways. There's plenty of game left. This is not a game that is over. But Northwood showing... Oh, a little bit of a falter on the rotations there. We saw a demo come out, which is going to create some space. But Northwood showing with that passing play, when they have opportunities to make a team play, they're going to take it, and we just quite haven't seen that from Laval. I think right there what happened is a bit of a whiff coming out from the Laval player, which is, I think all three of their goals has come from a slight mistouch that has resulted in a goal, which is nothing wrong with that. Clearly it's working. So making sure that you're even going for it, even if you're not quite mechanically skilled enough to get the touch, going for the shot is throwing off Northwood's play because they have to respect the fact that there was potential for a touch. And that's what's allowing Laval to get a couple of goals here. I mean, it's a one-goal game with a minute left.
You got Nitrous taking it up. He gets the reset. Able to get it over. Oh, just barely misses the double touch, but Noxes is there to clean it up.
Absolutely amazing mechanics coming out here from Nitrous. Nice little reset off the backboard. Looked like he tried to go for the pancake that then would have resulted in another reset, but wasn't quite able to get that. Noxes able to sweep up, get that little bit of a janitorial goal, making it a 5-3 game here with a minute left. Plenty of game left. Anything can happen. We've seen goals go in quickly.
Just like that.
Just like that. A quick goal off the faceoff. Not quite what you want to see if you're a Laval fan, but here at Northwood, we're extremely happy to see Nitrous getting a nice little pre-jump read that kind of bounced into him. I mean, that's what happens when your rotations are off here on Laval's side. No one's in net. They're not able to clean up kind of that back line that they've been struggling with. It's a 6-3 game. 52 seconds left. We'll see if Northwood is able to maintain their lead for the next little bit.
And there you see the passes coming out. Teko's just frozen on the back wall, not sure where the ball's going. Northwood White just passing it back and forth. Just 1-2 nice easy touches right into each other's hands. Just giving it all they got and just ripping it at the goal. Yeah. It's now a 3-7 game with 47 seconds on the clock.
There's that team play coming out yet again from Northwood. I mean, these are players that have been playing together all semester, and they have that chemistry that's already been developed, and they're going to take advantage of it. When you have a team as talented as Northwood, they have to make sure that they're taking advantage of those different team plays, and tonight we've seen it happen multiple times. So good on them for continuing with the stuff that they've built over the last semester, and we're going to continue to see that throughout the rest of the night.
And as I'm sitting here watching the gameplay, it kind of looks like Tekos has just switched to the demo happy mindset. He's just out there chasing them around. He's not even going for the ball anymore.
And it was working for them in Game 2 of the previous series, so I think we're seeing another demo coming here from Tekos. It could be a strategic play, or it could be something where he's not too happy with his team, as we saw last series. Unfortunately, they weren't able to help him out as much as he was kind of hoping for, but you never know. With a game like Rocket League, strategies can change, pace of games can change, and we saw 3 missed shots result in goals for Laval, so who knows? Tekos going out and only demoing and not touching the ball could end up being a good thing for Laval. It's hard to play against because you don't really see that style of gameplay. It's very unconventional, but it doesn't mean it's a bad play style.
Absolutely not. And if we look at the scoreboard, you can see that Northwood White out here, they've got 15 shots coming out. And that was 7 of their goals. Laval's only got 5 saves. So that was 7 shots on target out of their 15, and 5 of those 15 were saved.
Yeah, I mean, we can definitely see that there's a certain level of skill coming out here from Laval that's allowed them to stay in the game as long as they have. I mean, it wasn't a blowout until the last minute or so, in which case they started faltering. But it'll be very interesting to see what happens this game, if we're going to see a lot of demos from Tekos, if we're going to see more solo plays, more team plays. But something's got to change, and it's got to change quick, or the result of the game is going to be very similar and amazing. Little musty, breezy hybrid type thing off the wall here from Nitrous, kind of just flexing his mechanics, which is always fun.
Pirates just going to bang it away from Tekos. Tekos still finds the demos on him, though. Galzi gets a scuff touch down to the corner. Tekos is there to receive it. Noxes takes it from him. Bumps off Galzi. Tekos clears over to the wall.
Nitrous getting beat. Shot on net. Pirates able to throw it away. Pass from Nitrous. Pop up to Pirates, who's almost able to convert that into a goal, but he's got momentum, he's got power, off the crossbar, and the post makes the save there. I mean, when you're a goalie, the post is your best friend, as always. Nitrous is going to pass that down mid. Pirates with a missed shot. Noxes is there. Hey, if Laval can do it, Northwood can do it too. If anything, they can do it better. We have a bit of a missed shot. Maybe it was a fake. You know, I heard the comms for Laval. I heard inklings, little whispers coming from the side of my ear. I don't know. It sounded a bit like I'm
definitely a
Pirates that I'm
fake.
faking. Okay. It's been confirmed from the studio. It was a tactical fake, resulting in a goal for Northwood. We're happy to see it, and that's going to put Northwood up in a 1-goal lead 1 minute into the game.
Galzi gets the shot, but it was actually saved by Broken. In the middle of him trying to get that bump from the defender, he was actually the one that saved it. Noxes takes it all the way down, gets 50'd by Galzi, but Pirates is there to take it again. Galzi clears out to the middle, right into the hands of Nitrous. Tries to play it to Pirates, but he's not quite able to get the jump off. Good save from Tekos. Gives him full possession and takes it over to the corner.
Looks like Noxes is going to be rotating backwards as Nitrous kicks a 50. Noxes, good rotation, able to get the touch that he needed to keep it out of Northwood's net here. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. Bang coming from Pirates, gets chopped away by Tekos. We've seen the demos from Tekos kind of simmer down a little bit. Maybe he's more level-headed at the moment. Maybe he's just changing up his play style. Not exactly sure what's going on in the mind of Tekos here, but it's very interesting to watch his play style develop over the night and see all the differences come out here. Nice little shot on net. Noxes going to take it to the corner. Looking like he's going to be controlling the ball a bit. Pass mid. Pirates with a shot. Stopped by Galsey. Really good save on the goal line there. Tekos, unfortunately, backflipping, unable to make the clear that he was looking for. Pirates taking a 50 by Galsey. Broken. Hitting up the wall. Miss from Nitrous. An opportunity here from Laval. Popped up by Pirates. He's going to control this. Pop it mid. Low boost. Noxes going up for the bang. Off the backboard. Ooh, looks like that would have been a good goal if Broken wasn't there, able to swipe that away. Nice delayed flick. Unfortunately, he didn't quite use it, but it did result in Tekos able to take advantage of the chaos and allowing him to score a goal here.
You know, chaos has just kind of seemed to be the word of the night, but a lot of us think that all this high-paced, high-energy gameplay is all chaos. But these players, they've got the comms going on. They know exactly what's happening. None of this is chaos. They know exactly what they're doing. Almost every touch is intentional. Every challenge is thought through. This is normal for these guys. This isn't chaos at all. This is Rocket League.
I think you might be right. It's my small brain that's looking like chaos that's not allowing me to understand fully the masterful gameplay that is happening right before us. But there's a lot of interesting things that can happen in a game. Obviously, weird bounces and touches that can always throw a little bit of a wrench into your game plan. But Nox is getting a bit of a double touch opportunity there. Shot opportunity from Nitrous. Amazing save, back-to-back save on Pirates opportunity. I mean, look at the defense coming out here from Laval. I mean, clearly, they are a team to be reckoned with. They have opportunities to play really well. If they can just get consistent with it, it's going to be good for them this season. Like we said at the beginning, there's lots of game left. Not just in this game, but in the entire season. There's going to be time to work out these kinks, get the chemistry flowing, and have opportunities for them to see some wins come out.
Absolutely right there. You see the ball cleared across the backboard by Broken. Sent back out to the middle to Broken for him to receive it. Gets a nice air dribble. Shut down by Nitrous, though. Pirates was already there to take it. Nice little drop from Galsey, but Noxes 50s it. Nitrous is up, taking it for a little air dribble. Broken there to 50 him. Back to the middle to Pirates. Doesn't connect with it. Nox is sending it up, but Galsey sends it off. Quick
Great
shot
save
from Nitrous. Wasn't quite able to connect with it there.
Thrown away to the side. Nitrous is going to be there to collect it. Bangs it to the middle. It's going to go off the backboard. Collected by Tekos there. Bang to the side. Pirates is there. Shot on net. Noxes. Low and slow. Nice little roller. Faking the banger on net. Allowing him. I mean, it was still a solid shot. 90 miles an hour isn't necessarily a slow shot. But it wasn't the banger to the corner that I think we've seen happen over and over from Pirates here and not Nitrous. But Noxes allowing him to find that open net and kind of slot it there.
We've got a 1-2 game in favor of Northwood right here in the last 50 seconds of the game. We've got Pirates taking the 50s through the middle. Broken wants to take it to the wall. We've got Nitrous already up to 50 Takes it once to the corner. Noxes, nice clear out, but Galsey just wants to send it right back in. They're not going down without a fight.
Yeah, and in a game like Rocket League, it takes 1 second for something to change. So we see Tekos taking up the sidewall. Has an opportunity here. He's got a flip reset. Gets the touch. Noxes with a good 50. Nitro's going to hit it to the wall there. Pirates with a bang on net. Looks like he might catch them on their rotation. Oh, stabbed in the heart to all the Laval fans out there. Unfortunately, they had to put the pressure on. With 19 seconds left in a game like this, it's game 2?
This is game 3.
Game 3, okay. I just wanted to confirm that this was game 3. I was going to go into saying this is the last 20 seconds of the series. If they aren't able to score 2 goals here, or if they weren't able to score a goal there, it would have been wraps for the series, which, you know, you got to go all out. And getting a goal like that scored on you, honestly, is something you can't falter yourself for. As long as you're going out there, putting in your all, and making sure you're actually going for the goal when it needs to happen, you did the right thing. So in my eyes, 2-1 game for them. Unfortunate outcome. And we saw a lot of decent things happen, but a lot of work to be done still here in the next couple of weeks as the weekly league play progresses in CRL here. And I think they're going to be a solid team in the future that Northwood's going to have to deal with once they get some things sorted out.
Absolutely. You could definitely see some different moments where the team chemistry was there. The passes were starting to connect. They were getting that workaround through the Northwood team. But this early in the season, it's just not there. It's not good enough right now. The consistency isn't there, and that's their biggest downfall right now. I think if they can get that consistency figured out, regularly hit those passes, figure out how to work it through, hate to say it, but keep their cool while they're playing, they might stand a chance making it farther on in the season.
I think you might be right, but that's going to wrap it up for our 3-game night for tonight with Northwood White and Northwood Blue putting on amazing shows. We really appreciate each and every one of you for coming out, watching the games with us, supporting Northwood as we take home 3 wins, 0 losses to start the CRL weekly league play. We want to say thank you. My name is Sir Hex. This is Nolo. We appreciate you guys stopping with us, and hopefully you have a great Easter night.